A nostalgic subway car rattling down the tracks, a glowing, neon-soaked Tokyo street at night. If you've been paying attention to the video landscape in 2026, you've seen these kinds of hyper-realistic clips everywhere. These visuals are already achieving major mainstream success. The short film One More Pumpkin recently took home the grand prize at the Dubai International Film Festival, and the viral SG60 project proved that AI-generated history could capture a massive global audience. None of those cinematic scenes required a single camera, a film crew, or a multi-million-dollar budget. The creators built them entirely from their laptops, bypassing the traditional studio system. This graph shows a total collapse in production economics. A 10-video social media campaign handled by a traditional agency involves location fees, talent scouts, and production crews that push the budget past $100,000. But in 2026, by utilizing specialized cloud rendering and AI avatar platform subscriptions, that same volume of content costs exactly $89. This price talk allows individual creators to produce volume content at an infinite scale. You no longer have to sacrifice production quality just to maintain a daily posting schedule. But there is a common misconception about how this actually works. There is no single Make a Movie button where you type in a prompt and get a finished masterpiece. Modern production requires managing a fragmented suite of specialized tools. Instead of relying on a physical studio, the creator's role in 2026 is to assemble and direct a digital crew. Let's look at how you build that digital crew, starting with the talent. AI avatars have replaced the need for multi-day physical shoots. By recording one sentence of audio, the software clones your speech patterns. You can type up a script and get perfect lip-sync delivery in dozens of different languages without ever stepping before a lens. Once your talent is cast, you need to shoot the B-roll. For that, Google Veo 3 acts as both your cinematographer and your Foley artist. Veo 3 excels at highly accurate physical simulations, like fluid dynamics and lighting. But its real advantage in the market is native audio generation. If you prompt Veo to show a chef searing food in a hot pan, it doesn't just give you visuals of steam and spitting oil. It generates the sizzling sound and ambient kitchen noise natively, perfectly synced to the physical action. There is a hard limitation, though. Veo 3 forces you to work in short bursts. Its high-fidelity cinematic generations are strictly capped at 8 seconds per clip. While it eliminates massive amounts of post-production audio work, 8 seconds is rarely enough time to execute a sustained narrative sequence. Which brings us to a logistical problem. How do you execute a continuous 45-second tracking shot if your primary camera cuts out at 8 seconds? For that, you hire your long-take specialist, OpenAI's Sora 2. This chart visualizes timeline capacity. Veo is confined to a tight 8-second block. Sora stretches to a massive 60 seconds, maintaining scene coherence throughout. But the trade-off is sound. Sora generates completely silent, requiring you to manually sync your audio. To put all of these pieces together, you need your editor. In this ecosystem, that role is filled by Google's Gemini Omni. Omni is a multimodal AI, meaning it processes text, audio, images, and videos simultaneously. This allows you to edit your footage non-destructively through natural conversation. If you notice a strange physics hallucination in the background, or you need to swap out a prop to maintain character consistency, you just tell the AI what to fix. It makes the adjustment without requiring you to re-render the entire scene. None of these models replace one another. They are distinct, specialized cinematic departments that you have to expertly stitch together. When you map out the complete 2026 production pipeline, it looks like this. You write your script in ChatGPT. You cast an AI avatar to deliver the A-roll dialogue. Then you generate your sonic-rich 8-second B-roll clips using Veo 3. Finally, you generate your long-form narrative sequences in Sora and pull everything into a unified editing suite like Powtoon to assemble the final cut. As powerful as this pipeline is, there is still a ceiling to the technology. Industry professionals refer to it as the realism gap. For 90% of business, marketing, and educational content, these models are flawless. But if a script requires a highly complex, authentic emotional performance, a human actor on a real set is still going to win. The most successful modern studios operate on a hybrid approach. They use AI tools to achieve massive scale and volume, and they use human talent when they need deep emotional connection. The high physical barriers to cinematic storytelling, the prohibitive equipment costs, the location scouting, the massive rendering hardware have fallen to near zero. With an entire digital crew available on demand, the only limitation remaining between you and a cinematic masterpiece is your own imagination.